Oh, it's gonna be shibby. I really. Hola. I think I can put this on. Uh, what does it say? Choose desktop. Open your YouTube alignment. Pin the desktop window. Free. Yeah, I guess I can do that. There's a way to like put it on the YouTube VR chat overlay. That's that thing. And then that's that. Okay. There's a way to float in world view in theater. Dock on left controller. There, now I can actually like, I can move that around, I guess. And then I can play this. Play this. Not that anybody ever really watches my streams. I can make sure it's actually working though. And I can see. I gotta get rid of that shit. I've also got to. It won't let me. Huh. Well, what was I even gonna try to do? I was gonna check the graphics. It's all still where I had it. I don't want this like on the front. I want it like on the back, so I can just look and see it. I'm on the fence with like almost $300 of electrical bullcrap for needing to find copper. Where's the copper? What's that? Like, I'm just trying to pimp out this power strip, couple of power strips, like everything that's electrical that I have plugged into my computer, my TV, my speakers, my all my VR stuff, like etc., etc. Basically everything studio related. I'm trying to plug into the same freaking, like, I'm just trying to manage my power and my powers, my power outlet management stuff is still like not even in use, and it's just mostly, it's in use, but I got this a whole bunch of stuff to be able to plug in my 7 studio monitors, 5 subwoofers, quite a few power amplifiers that I wanted to have good protection for, and backup amps. I got one of those Furman power factor supplies for the transient stuff, because it's like one of the few things that actually has some measurable effect sometimes. Not a huge effect, but it's actually like basically just like more of the same filtering, cleaning, but now it's I don't know. I want to actually be able to take measurements and see if it does much of anything that I can even measure. I tend to find most things that people say don't matter at all. It's like there's no measurable difference in audio. It's like actually, if you just sample at 192, there's some difference. It's still negligible, but there is actual differences, and you could measure them. I don't know, like some people don't notice 30 frames per second versus 60 frames per second. I think it's like maybe. Should I get the silver? Should I even walk toward the silver? What was it? These black splotches are getting on my nerves. I don't know why that's there and how to get rid of them. Still. Just walk around. I don't like where my performance is at. Wow, it's really bad. Oh no. I gotta reset for the changes to take effect. I need to find 2 more animals. This is like laggedy. So much lag. I have to go back to my ship to save my shit. I really like to play with higher fidelity settings. It looks okay. I don't know why it performs slightly better when I look at the screen on my hand than when I don't. Why it's been getting like, it starts out and it's running fine and then it gets progressively more and more shitty. Like OBS is doing something over time. Or VR, like Steam VR is doing something over time. I did just change the graphics settings, but it was still getting progressively more shitty for no reason. It's like chewing up RAM. I need to get back to my ship so I can save and check and see what's going on. Because it's fine for a minute, and what happens? Nothing changed. Nothing really. I mean, I ran the game for a minute, sure, but I don't know why it's crawling now. This is bullcrap, though. This is like very bullcrap. Why is this so bad? I found that plant. I need to save my game. And lowering the graphics settings made the game run slower. It's like every time I try to play this game, it stresses me out. It's just gotten more and more stressful. And it's like, I just want to call someone a fuckhead more and more. Just like, why can't this stabilize? My computer got faster. The game is not, it like, they keep making it like worse. Why is this happening? I just want to finish this expedition. There's only like a week left. And I can only get like 30 minutes in before I quit out of like desperate rage. Like desperation rage. Desperation rage. Grotesque disgust. Why is this here now? Oh my gosh, this is another piece of shit bull crap motherfucker dickhead thing that anyone with a fucking asshole could have fucking figured out 10 goddamn years ago before this was ever even fucking made, that this needs some kind of manual input mode, you fuckheads. Like, what fuck? Alexa has this same bullshit, like, where you cannot set the slider. The slider doesn't want to let you go to 50%. It wants you to go to like 51, not 50%. Like, and it just won't let you fucking do it because the people designing the software have fucking shit for brains. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. You are an asshole. How many fucking 100 messages? How many times do you think the person who is in charge of listening to complaints about this shit has heard, like, this is fucking asinine bullshit. Fuck you. Look at this. Look at this shit. This is from the graphics settings. The game was hanging for so long, and I got through it. I got through whatever was glitching out, and now it's eating the world. Fuck you. I hate this LCD shit too. It looks really good where it's bright, but the index screen is just like, I don't like the canted lenses either. It's not okay actually. The parallel, the flat 2 lenses is actually like better. Like the slight tilt is barely noticeable I mean it is noticeable for like your field of view increase, but it fucks up the focus. Like it changes the focal point, and because they're tilted, it's like it increases the probability. It just makes I don't know what the actual word is for it. There's a word I know, I can't think of it, that is relevant in like oh, it's performing so much better now though. That's great. But what's that? Is that copper? It's paraffinium aluminum. How much copper did I even get? It's magic when the core, like, programs aren't corrupted. Like, when shit is actually, like, something's fucked up somewhere. Why is it all corrupted somehow? Where's the corruption at? What was I talking about just a second ago before I started talking about the corrupt code of whatever the hell is going on with all these shaders? Like, how could it be so bad? How is it so bad? How complicated is it? It can't be that complicated. Is it just they're just winging it? They just don't even know someone just doesn't even know how the software is tied together at a fundamental level? Like, the person who wrote the engine's just not talking, so nobody else knows how to fucking fix anything. I don't know what it is. Base nerds. There's so many freaking bases, but I can't find any more copper. I should just fly away. I wonder if I just increased the world's detail. There's this planet quality. Okay, yeah. Restart should take effect. And also, I think I'll try that. Quit the desktop. Ease. I don't know about using super sampling and halving this, like half the super sampling here, and then use super sampling anti-aliasing. I don't know, man. It might be something. Nobody. Why would anybody? Why would anybody? Sometimes I've gotten messages and it's like, if I had actually known when I was playing with someone, I could have typed out something and like, fuck you. But no. 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 Oh yeah, I was talking about electrical. I'll probably post videos on my other channel about that, because it's not video games. I don't know though. And it's on my phone. Like, I got the computer account and my phone account. Which are different. Different things. Oh, it's like interesting. Still high performing better, but begin. 75 chromatic metal. Why am I even getting the chromatic metal? To fix my fucking shields, I need sodium. What can I cook in you? Can these become anything? No. Meaty chunks? Why don't they refine into anything? Silver? Silver, I need a better refiner. Sodium. What's this star bulb turn into? Carbon. Run out of fuel, please. 100. Now I actually do want to launch. And I don't have enough fuel in my thrusters. Because of the 2 times I launched when I didn't want to launch. You son of a bitch. Oh look, I've got plenty of fuel though. Why is it all the way down there? Why is it so far out in front of me? Or it's like... It's more like in a position where if you were standing it would be convenient. But I'm on a bench. I'm sitting on a little sit-up bench. I'm sitting on a sit-up bench. I'm sitting on a sit-up bench. Star bulbs? That looked like caves. It always looks like shit. Oh, it is a cave, but it's not like the cave I saw. What are you? You're one of the animals. I need sodium-rich plants. Hello, sir or madam. How many of these caves? What's that? What's that thing? They sure like to run around. PlayStation not having discs. Makes me think it's just gonna be a handheld PlayStation 5 and not really a PlayStation 6. Like they're just gonna pull a Nintendo Switch. That might be one of the only ways I get it, is if it actually wasn't a PlayStation 6. And Sony wasn't just gonna stop printing discs. I think they should have updated Blu-ray. Like, Blu-ray as it is could be updated to have like a gigabit per second throughput. Like, it could read and write pretty fast if they put a little bit of more work into it. And then it would be like a viable storage medium again for everyone. I don't know if they could make it so we could like actually burn Super Audio CD dual, like hybrid SACD type discs, where if you have a Super Audio CD player, it'll read certain Super Audio CD players. Like my fat PS3 has trouble with it won't read hybrid discs. But my Sony Blu-ray player will read hybrid discs just fine, but the older fat PS3 doesn't recognize it and thinks it's a normal CD. But will play just plain SACDs. And what Sony could do is let us burn these dual layer CDs that have one hybrid layer, you know, and so we could, like, I rip my records, I buy records, I record the recording, and then I'm going through, I still haven't played all my records. I have a ton of records that I wanted to record to be able to go through and kind of get a really good high quality recording and be able to have my, like, a media library of all the records recorded, so I can just listen to all the records on shuffle and have all the tracks separated and everything, but also, you know, like, not have to always get out the records, though that would, like, the reason to get out the records is to make a new recording, like, different mat, different stylus. Once I record all my records once and I'm happy with all of that, I can record them all again with a different setup, slightly different setup, and have a comparison. Be able to be like, well, this is the difference between, like, having this cartridge and that cartridge, or this, like, style of platter mat versus another one. Like, I think this sounds a little better for this style of music because of whatever. Like, an acrylic mat might be better than a leather mat for music that doesn't need as much, like, cushion that, like, softer mats can provide. And I don't even have, like, a decent rubber mat. I've got an acrylic, I've got a felt mat, and I've got a suede mat. Or it's leather, it's not suede, but it is suede. It's not like boot leather or anything. Y'all are these things. Why am I even down here? Where's my ship? There. How long have I been streaming? Can I even tell? I can't see shit. The stream's definitely still working. I don't even know if my voice is working. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. No, it's there. And that can be there and it doesn't get in the way because that's the window. No discs. I'm probably not going to get it. Unless it was like PSVR focus. Like if VR was a big focus and they were taking on Meta. Like if Sony was like, get the hell out of here, Meta. And I'm not happy with the Valve choices either with VR. I thought the trackpad was a good idea on the original Steam controller. Those circle pads that got on all the original run of PC VR controllers. Like the first gen of PC VR used a circle pad that Steam VR pretty much invented and introduced. And if the frame controller the index controller even should have just had the left one. I thought that with the cross on the circle pad you can feel where your thumb is, so that would have made all the difference to have on both your hands a freaking trackpad that you can actually feel where your thumb is at on it and have some way to gauge, like, I don't even with the stick is a problem too. They need to make the stick square shape so that when you can't, like, a normal controller is bound together like this, so the center meridian between the sticks is always there as a reference. You know, just by holding it, which direction is to the middle of the controller just by feel, and you can kind of tell with some accuracy what's forward and backwards and what's away from that center, I guess. But like when the controller's independent and it's in one hand and it's off behind your head, which way is which is a lot harder to tell. And if it was square shaped or something, you'd be able to feel before you even pressed it, like, oh, I'm pressing towards the pointy bit, or I'm pressing towards the flat bit, and you'd just be able to tell circles aren't gaugeable. It's not engageable. You can't freaking tell which direction you're pushing the circle. You have to use the game as a feedback loop, and that's delayed. I don't like it. It's not as fast as if it wasn't there like that. It would be more intuitive if it was a square-shaped clued stick, analog stick. If it was a square-shaped analog stick. What's this red shit? What are these red particles that keep falling down? I don't understand. A weather warning. This is the extreme weather warning. This weather's awesome. I need copper. Please. Stop disappearing. Why is... That's silver. Why is everything just disappearing? Why? That's why I couldn't find deposits, because there's so many damn icon things. Or there's really just no silver or copper. How much copper did I get from that? Who are you? Anyhow, I'm trying to get like a bunch of Wagos together. Those lever wire nuts. I was thinking, like, think, how much copper do I have? Just 17, really? I need like a portable refiner. Who dat? What's this house? It's an unknown building. What is the building? God damn it. Where's all the copper at? What's that? I saw it, now it's gone. It's paraffinium. There's gotta be more resources on this planet than this. Why is everything so freaking... Shit just keeps disappearing. But it's got this weather, eh? Love this weather. This is the best kind of weather planet. No, you son of a bitch. Don't clear. Sodium. Oh, it's just not the same. Copper. Silver. Is that what those are? Silver. Why is it doing this? It sucks to my balls. I remember being different when I first started. Like, when I first got here, it wasn't this ass. I don't know what happened. I figure I was on a different side of it. I don't know. As Stegosauruses, though. The Hello Worlds people really like dinosaurs. Like dinosaur planets. It's always dinosaurs. I like dinosaurs. Hello Worlds likes their dinosaurs. Dinosaurs. I don't want to be here anymore. Just go to a whole different world in this system. Why am I not like... There we go. Vile Brood, Aggressive Sentinels, Copper. I don't really mind Aggressive Sentinels, as long as they're not all over the place. And I don't really want to find out if they are. Tritium. Yeah, getting the money back for your games, like spending $70 on a game that everybody hyped up and said was going to be great, and then you get like 2 hours into it, and like, this game is bullshit ass, I hate it, and I'm not so mad about not being able to return it when you can trade it in and get some money back, you know, like, the whole stock value of Sony is going to go down if physical media has no value. Most people are buying PlayStations because it complements their physical media collection. So you lose like 80% of people buying PlayStations because digital game services are already available and well established. How's Sony just going to come in? Like, yeah, you're selling a ton on the PlayStation Store because people who bought the PlayStation get discs, sit at home, and they buy a bunch of games on the store because they don't have enough money to buy a $70 curated game that's really good, and they'd rather gamble on these shitty experiences that they can't return. But the only reason they have the console in the room in the first place is because they have games on disc, they have movies on disc, they have CDs, they have... It feels like it complements their media library. Everybody buys the digital-only Xbox in America. Like 80% of the Microsoft people buy the digital-only console. 80% of the PlayStation people buy the physical disc-based console. Like, they... it's still being like, we're not going to publish disc games anymore. It's like, well, you're not going to sell any PlayStations in America anymore. You'll keep selling those $200 Blu-ray drives, but nobody's going to buy a PlayStation. I mean, unless it's, again, like, not PS6 and just, like, something else. I'm not going to pay $1,000+ I don't know, for, like, the entire, up to this point, Sony handheld should still have cartridges. Like, or I don't know. I still think Sony could update. Do you get any copper from these ever? I don't even know. The disk drive. No, you fucking asshole. No copper whatsoever. Where's my waypoint? It's through this ring. Was it that planet? That one has aggressive sentinels. Copper salt build. We're going. I don't care. Why don't you see copper deposits from space? How do I see copper deposits from space? How does one enable that feature? Why are the sentinels so aggressive? And what's with the hammerhead trees? Is it an anemonal? No, I think it's hammerhead trees, man.
Extreme Sentinel Bird. Units received. Extreme Sentinel Bird.
I heard you the first time. Salt. There's a sentinel right there. Gold, 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 salt. Fuck you, planet. Planet sucks. It's a shitty planet. Your planet is shitty. I will destroy it from orbit. Wouldn't that be cool if you could actually do that? No. No, it probably wouldn't be cool. Doesn't sound very cool. But in the game, I mean, like, what would happen if you just destroyed a planet? What kind of power would a player have to be able to have the right to just blow up your whole planet? That looks like a road. Legitimately looks like a road. I think they really should add a road system. Not just these weird crevices, but actual, like, roads. With that whole garbage thing, if players could build roads and settlements and shit. I mean, you can build settlements, but roads. What's this shit? What is this? Please tell me it's copper. It is. Nothing's happening.
Thermal protection fully.
I have gummy pizzas. Kinda wanna grab a gummy pizza.
Units received. Units received.
I need more copper. What's that? Phosphorus. Surely. It's a sentinel.
Units received.
Yeah, like, PlayStation VR is not going to be what PlayStation 6 is all about. PlayStation VR is like a few million units sold. I think they could sell a whole lot more units if they did make it, like, all about VR. Like, if PlayStation 6 didn't have physical media, the only thing that's going to get me to buy it is if it is VR. Like, if it goes in my head. Not gonna lie. Like, Sony makes speakers and TV screens. So, like, if they can't, like, nail down a virtual reality device that tells Meta and Valve to get the fuck out with their own shit, like, because they could really do it right with their haptics. I feel like the trigger with the trackpad on top and a rotational motor would be 3D haptics. That should be the standard for haptics in VR, is to have something like a trackpad with the Z haptic, something like Sony's trigger with the X haptic, and then a rotational gyroscope in the grip for like a WY type of generalized thing that can sort of freeze the controller in space and also kind of hit the Y-axis a little bit in an omnidirectional way. So WY and then X and Z for 3D haptics in your controller. I don't even like, I mean, the stick is nice to have. I think it'd be better if it was like easier to press around though, and if it was more tactile. A little bit of research and development needs to go into making the controller feel less like a controller and more like something that works with the hand, like that is designed to let you move your hand around naturally and still have feedback. Hand tracking alone is nice, but there's no haptics. Like, Oculus looks at your hand and can track your hand and stuff. That's all cool, but there's no haptic feedback. It's all visual feedback. And haptic feedback is cool for video games. When I grab that thing, I want to feel something. Like when I grab things, I want 3D haptics. I want to feel it like I've actually grabbed it, you know? Like you'd be able to have haptics in every direction that actually like trick your brain into thinking you've actually grabbed onto it. Something, not just like done an input. Like a lot of times I'm playing with these index controllers, and it's like what you feel is like you've squeezed the grip input, not that you've grabbed onto that thing. Like you reach over and you squeeze the controller to activate the handle. It doesn't feel like you're actually grabbing this, and like, I don't know if I could, I mean, it is, it's just, it doesn't, that's because the hand isn't finger tracked. Maybe that's what it is. They could really add the finger tracking. There's this like Snap 2 thing also that makes it feel uncanny. That wouldn't be there if they just had the finger tracking. Like, no, don't snap. Make me put my hand on it the right way. I don't know. What is the next phase? I'm supposed to reach the swarm wreckage site. But